Like many other towns in Benue State, has over the years continued to suffer flooding on a yearly basis due to several factors, thereby affecting livelihood of residents and creating humanitarian concerns. It is to address this perennial challenge that the present administration and other development partners have continued to adopt measures in mitigating the impact of flooding. Residents of some southern part of Makurdi who are mostly affected could not hold back their joy as they applaud the government for the construction of the EDA major drainage, which they believe will bring a permanent solution to the perennial consequences of flooding.
Before, any little rain that fall will enter our room, but none. Even rain that fell the other day in the night, I was afraid that maybe water will enter my room, but not.
It's very impressive because you will reduce the hardship of flooding all over the time when it rains.
Gully erosion at Achusa, we are working on it, including deeper life. We are on it also, and we are working together to ensure that issues of flooding is taken care of.
According to the Commissioner, out of the 28 gully erosion sites identified across the 23 local government areas of the state, preliminary works are underway for construction works to address the challenge.
In Makurdi, Moses Ajao Ode, NTA News.
And to shed light on government's efforts to mitigate flooding in Benue State, we have Tena Uma at the Nyimam layout in Makurdi. So, Tena, explain more on the efforts of the state government in tackling erosion across the state.
We just listened to the report that was just carried out by Moses Ajao that the government had already identified 28 gullible erosion sites meant for rehabilitation and construction of drainages. But as we speak right now, already 17 of the gullible erosion sites, work has already commenced on them, and these gullible erosion sites are circulated around the 23 local government areas of the state. Aside that, government has also earmarked two local government areas in each of the 3 senatorial districts that make up Benue State. These are the areas that the government has identified as flood-prone areas, and government says they have already concluded feasibility studies in these local government areas, and work is supposed to commence earnest in the local government areas. And from the information I gathered from the Ministry of Water Resources and Climate Change, they said the first phase of these projects to be carried out in the 3 senatorial districts will be completed before the last quarter of 2025. Also, the Benue State government has also gotten assistance from some of its partners and donors. For instance, we have the ACRISAL. It's a World Bank project supervised by the Federal Ministry of Environment and also but supervised by the Ministry of Water Resources and Climate Change in Makurdi here. They have also embarked on construction of drainages across major streets in Makurdi metropolis, and also some selected local government areas in the 3 central districts that make up Benue State. Just beside me, this is one of the big drainages that is being constructed by the ACRISAL, the World Bank assisted project that have come to Benue State, and they'll be spending 6 years to carry out developmental projects as it regards environmental degradation in our state here. Now, this drainage leads all the way from the Nyimam layout, passes through high level, gets down as far as the Wurukum axis, and it terminates at the River Benue. The essence is to ensure that most of these areas that hitherto were already affected by floods, by the time this drainage is completed, they will not have any issues of flood. Just like what you heard from the last report, the lady was saying that unlike before, when they had little rainfall, their environment were submerged, the houses were submerged in water. But even with the construction, ongoing construction of the drainage channel within her neighborhood, she discovered that the waters are no more entering into her compound again. So for now, the people are happy, they are optimistic, and they are believing God that everything by the state government will be carried out appropriately, and the issue of flooding in Benue State will be a thing of the past.
All right, thank you, Tena. We are particularly glad that the efforts are yielding positive results. Thank you so much for your contribution.